Good evening. Most of you watching this are likely sitting in a chair, perhaps physically exhausted from a day of repetitive tasks, wondering if this is the entirety of your existence. You feel a strange friction between who you are and the ID badge hanging from your lanyard. Tonight, we analyze the psychology of the 9 to 5. We aren't here to bash employment. We are here to dissect the programming that keeps 99% of people in a state of quiet desperation, and how a rare few use that same environment as a launchpad to escape the matrix. To do this, we are going to look at two versions of our archetype, Timmy A and Timmy B. They work at the same company, sit in identical cubicles, and earn the same salary. But psychologically, they live in two different universes. Phase 1. The scripted life of Timmy A. Timmy A is part of the 99%. He didn't choose his life. He inherited it. From age 5, Timmy A was conditioned by a series of social reinforcements. He was taught that productivity equals worth and that safety is found in the middle of the herd. 1. The psychology of cognitive scripting. Timmy A's life is governed by cognitive scripting. This is a psychological phenomenon where an individual follows a pre-written mental map without ever questioning the cartographer. He went to university because he was told to, took the job because it was stable, and bought the car to match his colleagues. Timmy A looks at wealthy and thinks, "Lucky guy, he must be a chosen one." He is stuck in a loop of social mirroring. When he looks around the office, he sees everyone else doing the same thing, which calms his nervous system. His brain tells him, if everyone is doing it, it must be safe. This is the matrix at its most fundamental level. A collective agreement to value security over sovereignty. 2. The passion trap. Timmy A often talks about his passions. He says, "One day, I'll follow my dream of photography." But psychologically, his passion has become a coping mechanism, not a goal. By keeping his passion as a someday dream, he protects himself from the pain of actually trying and failing. He uses his hobby to numb the sting of his 9 to 5, rather than using his 9 to 5 to fund his hobby. Timmy A is stuck at the level of security and belonging. Because his basic needs are met by the 9 to 5, he never feels the biological hunger required to ascend to self-actualization. He is comfortably numb. Phase 2. The parallel universe of Timmy B. Now, let's look at the man in the cubicle next to him. Timmy B. To an outside observer, he looks exactly like Timmy A. He answers emails, attends meetings, and drinks the same mediocre coffee. But Timmy B is an infiltrator. He is one of the 1% who understands that the 9 to 5 is a resource battery, not a destination. 1. The shift in locus of control. While Timmy A has an external locus of control, he believes his life is shaped by his boss, the economy, and the company. Timmy B has an internal locus of control. He views the 9 to 5 through the lens of strategic arbitrage. He realizes that he is trading 40 hours of his week for capital that he can use to buy back his 168 hours of life. For Timmy B, the office is a laboratory. He practices his negotiation skills on his boss. He learns the company's internal systems to understand how a massive organization functions. He is being paid to learn how to build his own world. 2. The deprioritization of status. The biggest psychological difference lies in hedonic adaptation. Timmy A gets a raise and immediately buys a more expensive watch. He is now more tethered to the job because his lifestyle cost has risen. He has upgraded his cage. Timmy B gets a raise and puts 100% of it into an investment or a side venture. He maintains a low-consumption identity. Psychologically, Timmy B is practicing delayed gratification. He understands that the matrix is powered by your desire for status symbols. By refusing to care what his coworkers think of his 5-year-old car, he breaks the psychological shackles of the 9 to 5. Phase 3. Why 99% fail to escape. Why can't Timmy A just become Timmy B? It's not a lack of intelligence. It's the psychology of sunk cost. Timmy A has spent 10 years in this industry. He has invested his youth into this path. To leave or even to change his mindset would require him to admit that he has been asleep for a decade. The brain is hardwired to avoid this kind of cognitive dissonance. It is less painful for Timmy A to stay miserable than it is for him to admit he was wrong. Furthermore, the 9 to 5 provides a steady, low-level drip of dopamine through praise and promotions. This is the intermittent reinforcement trap. It's just enough of a reward to keep the lab rat pressing the lever, but never enough to make the rat wealthy or free. Phase 4. Architecting the exit. If you are a Timmy A who wants to become a Timmy B, you must understand the exit architecture. 1. The psychological audit. You must stop viewing your job as your identity and start viewing it as your venture capitalist. Your employer is simply the investor funding your true life's work. When you change this internal label, the soul-crushing nature of the work diminishes because you are no longer a victim, you are a contractor. 2. Building the parallel circuit. Timmy B doesn't quit his job tomorrow. That would trigger a survival response in the brain that would lead to panic and bad decision-making. Instead, he builds a parallel circuit. He works his 9 to 5, but from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., he builds his own infrastructure. He understands the law of compounding effort. While Timmy A spends his evening decompressing, which is code for escaping reality, Timmy B spends his evening constructing, which is code for changing reality. Conclusion: the choice of the frequency. The matrix isn't a shadowy government building. It is a psychological frequency. It is the frequency of safety over freedom, compliance over curiosity, and status over substance. Timmy A will retire with a gold watch and a sense of what if. He will have been a productive member of a system that will replace his cubicle seat within 24 hours of his departure. Timmy B will leave when his parallel circuit produces more energy than his resource battery. He will walk out of the office not with anger, but with gratitude because he used the system to dismantle the system. The question for you tonight isn't, should I quit my job? The question is, which Timmy is sitting in your chair right now? Are you the programmed cog, or are you the architect in disguise? The 9 to 5 is either your prison or your gymnasium. The only thing that decides which one it is the mindset you bring to the desk tomorrow morning.